Like branches on a tree, we grow in different directions, but our roots remain as one. The Desert Southwest has a rich agricultural history, one that we want to always remember. Yuma's first farmers had their work cut out for them. Can you imagine today using mules to clear your ground, or using paddle wheelers to move your freight on the then massive Colorado River? The river you see today is nothing compared to the mighty river that flowed over 100 years ago. Those fighting the highs and lows of the river learned that they could not farm consistently in a floodplain without flood controls. In 1909, the Laguna Dam was completed thanks in large part to the Yuma County Water Users Association. And within just a few feet of where you are sitting tonight is the Siphon Project that was completed in 1912. 14 feet in diameter, 955 feet long, and 76 feet deep. Imagine the magnitude of that project with technology and equipment from over 100 years ago. Today, the Desert Southwest is the winter vegetable capital of the United States. November 15 through March 15 of every year, you can just about count on 3,000 trucks rolling out of Yuma every night, heading out across this great country of ours, putting product in the stores soon after harvest. May God bless the first farmers who planted the roots that continue to guide our industry today.
My grandchildren on my side of the family will be the 6th generation in agriculture.
And then my grandfather came. My father worked on the farm. I worked on it. My nephews have worked on it, and it looks like I'm going to have some great nephews and maybe some great nieces that work on it.
Both of my grandfathers were in ag, and my dad was in ag.
We are on our 3rd generation. My father started the company in 1950.
So we've had several generations of our family that have been in agriculture, but our family that has been in the Yuma area, I'm part of the 4th generation.
Both sets of my great-grandparents came down to the Yuma Valley in the early 1900s.
Well, if I could talk to the first generation that came here, I think probably one of the biggest questions would be, how did you do it? I mean, how did you have the vision?
They were extremely tough people. I mean, when you look at it and go back, you know, we didn't have electricity out here, air conditioning. There were none of the amenities that we take for granted today.
Amazing that they got anything done here, and it was mostly desert. It was very impressive. So
for people who started, let's say, 100 years ago or 50 years ago, if you compare them to us, you know, we are in heaven, to tell you the truth. You know, they had to work a lot harder than we do now.
How did you keep the passion going? I mean, to me, that's the hardest part. Starting something is easy, but not only finishing it, but then passing that passion on to the next generation.
I think it's extremely critical to not forget the generations that came before us, especially the first generation. They, you know, the inspiration and the motivation that they must had, we don't want that to be lost.
You know, if we lose sight of the history of how we got here, then we lose sight of why we're here.
I think what has always been present, even though things have changed in agriculture, has been the passion and the dedication that the industry has.
First thing comes to mind is hard work and perseverance. You always have to be there. You have to be around to make sure that the job is done correctly.
The thing we still endure today that they had to back then is adaptability. Everything's changing year to year. This is one business that you could be in for your whole life and probably not see the same year twice.
I hope that the future generations still maintain the values of hard work and family and just the sense of community that we have here.
Everybody works together to make the whole industry successful.
Nobody is better than our farmers to embrace innovation, to meet the changes, to meet the challenges that come with passion and tenacity.
to do this job, you have to really love it to do the best you can. I hope that stays the same.
The thing that's nice to see, even though we hear a lot about consolidation in this industry and these industries that we work in agriculture, is the fact that the family aspect of generational farming and generational ag businesses exists.
I like lettuce.
As we honor the roots of our industry, we also celebrate 10 years of the Harvest Dinner. Here's a look back at the last decade.
They were farming when I was born. My fathers had come from Mexico.
I consider it a blessing from God to be in this business.
You want to drive tractors?
Yeah!
There's nothing like
having a wealth of knowledge handed down from generation to generation.
Farming means everything. It's my way of life. And it's a great industry to build a career in.
Being conservationists and being stewards of the environment.
The beauty I see out in the fields during the growing process is amazing.
So the Harvest Dinner has played a major impact on our young people in our community. We can give large, substantial amounts of money to our students and not only have them be for incoming freshmen through juniors, but all the way through their senior year. So that's usually when we run out of money as a student.
Once I found out about scholarships, I was able to dedicate all my time to my schooling. I would like to say thank you so much. It is such a great opportunity to receive the scholarship, and it allows the students to concentrate on their education and on getting internships that are going to help them when they do graduate.
I graduated from the University of Arizona in 2009. I got a crop production degree emphasizing agronomy, and I was able to do that thanks to the scholarships that I received during my school. And I would like to say thank you to all the donors that make scholarships possible.
The Harvest Dinner has benefited the Yuma County Ag Producer Scholarship Fund since the first year in 2011. The future of our industry thanks you.